Hello, Kevin Tharp here. Today we're going to be looking at the Community Garden Case Study Part 3, where we're going to be dealing with CSS. So at this point we have created a template, and from that template we have created a home page, about the garden, projects, and join pages, and really done nothing else with them except for establishing them and establishing the navigation inside of our template so that it applies to all the different pages. Now what we're going to do today is we're going to move into CSS, and we're going to start working with the CSS in order to make this work. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take away some of the browser toolbar, or some of the browser defaults, because as you recall, with the CSS cascade you start with the browser default elements, and we want to take those away. And so a set of tools have been created called the Reset CSS, or a Reset Style Sheet, and that's by meyerweb.com. And so we are going to use tools from them, and when we get there, there's a couple things that you can do. Basically, we're going to want to save this Reset Style Sheet into our website so that we can utilize the Reset Style Sheet as we go along. So if you look over here in my exercises folder, and then under the case studies, I've already created a folder called CSS. You need to do the same thing. And what we want to do is we want to get the Reset CSS into that folder, and then later we're going to create a new style sheet called the Base CSS. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to go back to the website where I got this. If I wanted to, I could copy this text and paste it in there, but I'm going to take advantage of this little link that he put here for me, and I'm going to choose to save the link as. Now, depending upon what your platform is, that rule may be a little bit different, and so you'll have to figure out how you choose to save that file. And I'm going into my case studies and then into my CSS folder, and it defaults to reset.css because that's the name of the file that they had saved up on their site. I choose that, and as soon as it is done, I can refresh my site, and you'll notice that the Reset CSS is in there. So now that I have the Reset CSS in place, what I need to do is I need to apply that. So in order for me to apply that, what I want to do is I want to go into my templates, and I want to open the case studies template.dwt. That is the template that I'm using to do this. And so now I want to go ahead and link it to that style sheet. So in CS6, it's got the CSS styles palette here. That's in CC, and I guess beyond, that's going to be replaced by CC Designer. And so I click on that attach external style sheet, and I can browse to that, and I want to make sure that I'm going to the right location. So I go into my exercises folder, into case studies, CSS, and then there's my Reset Style Sheet. I click OK, and you'll notice that there is a instant change in the appearance of this page. Whereas before my page looked like this, now I'll synchronize and upload it, and we'll see what it changes to look like. So I need to save my template. So I choose Save. It's going to update all the files that are created from it. Make sure you do that. I close that, and then I'm going to synchronize my entire site. And then after that's done, I want to go to my browser and check to see what it looks like. So I come back into my browser, and I simply choose the Reset. And you'll notice that it changed all of those fonts. So what that did is, when I applied that Reset Style Sheet, what the Reset Style Sheet does is it goes through and it applies a lot of rules, and it cleans them out, gets out the margin, padding, border, font size, set to 100%, font inherited, etc., for all of these things. And what this is to do is to take out a lot of the default presentation from the browser, so you're starting with a blank palette, so that all the browsers that you go to are going to display it basically the same, or closer than it would have been if you weren't doing that. And so you end up with, really, the text is not well formatted because you've taken all the formatting out of it. So it is an advantage that the browsers by default will add things like padding and increase the font size, but that in order to take control of that, we have to go through and do a reset style sheet, and then we start building it back from that.